Hey there guys, welcome back to What Cheers. I'm Nick as always. Tonight we're going to take a look at another brand new beer from Treehouse. This one is their single shot and it's a coffee milk stout. This just came out yesterday, canned yesterday, and I went up to the brewery yesterday to get it. So I'm very excited to try it. I have not opened up a can yet, so this will be the first time. You guys probably are familiar with Treehouse's double shot, which is their just huge decadent coffee stout that is growler only and has been since the beginning. And that one they use various coffees from different small batch roasters, and each version they do is different, and it comes out pretty frequently now. I'd say once or twice a month usually, so some of you may have had it. But I'm guessing a lot more of you are going to get to try this one because this is canned. But this is basically if you took That's What She Said, their milk stout, and the double shot, and if those two bumped uglies and made a baby, I guess this is what this beer would be. And of course, That's What She Said is also canned, so you guys may have had that one. But the double shot is still growler only. So yeah, this is a 6.4% coffee milk stout, guys. And a fun fact for you all, if you don't know this, but the idea of coffee milk originated here in Rhode Island pretty much around the turn of the century with all the Italian immigrants moving into Providence. And I don't know how they came up with the idea behind it, but coffee milk is a staple here in Rhode Island. It is the official state drink of Rhode Island. I can't make this shit up. You can go look it up. So coffee milk is a pretty taken pretty seriously here in Rhode Island. So I'm just so excited that the idea of that is in a beer. Typically coffee milk is served with like the hot wieners that we have here, the New York System hot wieners, and it's absolutely delicious. I even have the Autocrat coffee syrup in my fridge right now. It's just a thing here in Rhode Island. So anyways, guys, and I'm in Providence right now, so I guess this is like really where it all originated. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get this coffee milk stout cracked open. Awesome artwork as usual. And lastly, guys, I've had this out of the fridge for about a half hour now. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it cracked open, guys. Really excited to see what a mix of double shot and That's What She Said is going to be like. Obviously, they didn't just throw those two beers together and blend them. This is obviously a completely new recipe and all that. But just the idea behind the milk stout and coffee stout combining is kind of the theme here, which is really cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at that appearance. Wow. I mean, yeah, guys, it's pitch black. I can see my reflection. Unbelievable. Just used motor oil, pitch black. 2-finger of a mocha head. Just super, super rich, kind of decadent looking head to that. Tightly packed bubbles, super creamy. Just awesome stuff, guys. Look at that. Gorgeous. Away from the light, I mean, it's just, again, I can see my reflection. It looks pretty stupid with the curvature of the glass, but that's what you get. And just, again, a mocha head. And it looks fluffy. It looks creamy. And I gotta tell you, the aroma coming out of this is unreal right now. Unreal. This is still pretty cold, even though I've had it out of the fridge for a while. We are definitely in the colder New England days now, or at least getting into them. So let's go ahead and get an aroma on the single shot. Oh my God. It doesn't smell like beer. Oh. Chocolate, coffee, vanilla bean. It smells like chocolate mousse, or like a just chocolate covered espresso beans. Yeah, like just that sweet kind of chocolate, like chocolate vanilla, like fudge cake kind of thing. Yeah, they said they were using a special blend of their favorite coffees, so you're getting a little bit of everything from what I guess your classic sort of coffee aromas are. I'm getting a lot of like rich, dark, just kind of chocolatey notes. Definitely roasty. I'm definitely picking up a little bit of like a more fruity, not tart, but like the fruitier end of a fruity bean or something like that. But yeah, definitely got mostly like super rich dark chocolate, vanilla, just fresh, like cold brewed coffee, like super fresh, like cold brewed coffee. Just smells absolutely in your face, rich, decadent. This smells way bigger than a 6.4% beer for sure. The coffee is so intense. It is punch you in the face with coffee, guys. Definitely smells sweet. Not overly sweet, but you can definitely tell it smells sweet. And then the description, Nate said it smells like coffee ice cream. I think that's that vanilla thing that I was getting. I'm definitely picking up on that, so I could see the coffee ice cream comparison. Yeah, it just smells like that's what she said with coffee, basically, but like really intense, rich coffee, chocolatey, roasty, fudge. Let's get a sip, guys. Smells amazing. Cheers. Wow. Oh my God. That's amazing. Oh man, that is absolutely incredible. God damn, that's good. Jeez. It is so smooth on the palate. Just silky smooth. It actually has a lighter mouthfeel than I thought it would. It's like, it's got that velvety creaminess to it, but it's like in a light way. Like it just is unbelievably easy to drink. It's totally mouth coating. I mean, it coats your mouth. Right up front, you just get hit with that rush of like chocolate, vanilla, roasty, like fresh coffee, and then mid palate to finish, it just kind of like glides over your palate with all those flavors. It's unbelievable. It really does taste like a coffee vanilla ice cream, or like a coffee ice cream float, shake, whatever. Yeah, right up front you just get hit with that super intense blast of like cold brew coffee, super rich, decadent, dark chocolate kind of flavors, almost fudgy, like chocolate covered espresso bean. Mid palate, this thing just explodes with just this mouth coating kind of like melange of coffee flavors. I mean, everything from like dark chocolate to like a little bit of like a bright hint of fruitiness to it as well, like a fruity bean, but just huge vanilla, huge coffee, huge chocolate roastiness, really fudgy. It is so smooth and easy to drink though. It does not come across as a heavy beer at all. I would say this definitely drinks like way above its ABV, because it is such a flavorful beer, guys. It really, really is. I mean, this does not taste like beer, really. It really doesn't. It's got all the wonderful elements of double shot, but packaged in a much just not as rich. It's packaged into a smaller, kind of more drinkable version of double shot. And you have the addition of the lactose, which definitely, that milk stout characteristic to it. It just adds that level of sweetness to it. That little bit of, just like you're drinking, coffee milk, basically. It really hits exactly what they were going for with the idea behind it. This beer drinks super clean. It's mouth coating, but it's really just that perfect, like, I don't want to say it's light bodied, but it's almost light bodied for a treehouse beer. It's still smooth and somewhat creamy, but it is not a heavy beer whatsoever. It just, this isn't like a thick milkshake or anything like that, but it really is mouth coating, and it's got this just perfect creamy, velvety, smooth is the best word. This beer is just so damn smooth. Carbonation's really like prickly. It's soft. And yeah, this beer is rather thin for the style, but it's so mouth coating with so much flavor that it is just it's a pleasure to drink. This isn't the kind of beer that, even though it's a really dark, sort of decadent beer, it drinks really easily because it's not too thick, and it's not high ABV at all. So yeah, guys, this is absolutely phenomenal. I'm gonna sip on this for a few more minutes and let it warm up just a couple more degrees, and I'll get back to you guys with my final thoughts and score on the single shot coffee milk stout. But I mean, really, it is just another home run from Treehouse. These guys really can do no wrong, honestly. So I'll be right back with my final thoughts and score. All right, guys, so I'm back with the single shot, and yeah, as you can see, this beer is stupid easy to drink. I mean, it is like, the best way to describe this is like going to your local, cafe and ordering their like iced latte or like iced mocha latte. It's like that decadent sweet treat that you would do maybe every now and again when you go to your coffee shop, but it's not something you order all the time because you know it's like bad for you. This is almost like that. Obviously it's black, but it has all those flavors of like this sweet, super just decadent iced latte that you would treat yourself to. It has that luscious body to it, that sweetness, that chocolate, coffee, just richness to it, without being too heavy on the palate. This is not like a beer that you're going to feel like is weighing you down after you drink it. It manages to keep a very light kind of mouthfeel and body to it, but imparting all the flavors and more that you would hope for with the idea of a coffee milk stout. Again, very much like drinking a latte. Yeah, it just has those rich chocolate, espresso, vanilla kind of fudgy notes in the aroma, and that sweetness from the lactose. You just really it's really like pulling through in the aroma. Yeah, it really just smells like a mix between double shot and that's what she said. Let's get one more sip, guys. Cheers. Yeah, absolutely incredible. Really. Up front again, huge blast of that rich, decadent, just wonderful coffee, all kinds of different coffees right up front. And then mid-palate, the sweetness comes rushing in, like that sugary, like vanilla, kind of almost even caramel, like sweetness comes in and kind of helps cut through that roasty, those roasty, chocolatey notes of all the coffee and stuff like that. And then the beer finishes with almost like a roasty bitterness, a coffee kind of bitterness in the finish, but really, and it's dry on the palate as well, which I didn't mention before. It's very dry on the palate, so it leaves you wanting another sip pretty much immediately, and it is so damn easy to drink because, again, it's not too heavy, the mouthfeel isn't too big, it's not too rich. It has the rich flavors without being too rich in like the body. So the thinner mouthfeel in this beer actually works, I think, to its advantage. This is definitely not a beer that I don't think I would have like more than one pint of this really in one sitting because the flavors are so big. But that being said, drinking this beer now is like super easy. You could just fly through this can, no problem. And also the nice thing is that the sweetness in this is really, really kept in check. Yes, it is a sweet beer. It's like I said, like a iced latte kind of thing. But the amount of roastiness from the coffees totally balances it out. It's on point as you would expect from any Treehouse beer. Everything is balanced pretty much perfectly in this beer. And I really, really dig it. Absolutely wonderful. As far as a score on this, I can't believe this beer is literally 1 day old. It is just perfect right now. I would definitely let this warm up. I mean, I say that for every beer, but truthfully, yeah, I mean, especially for a darker beer, there's no question. Let this sit out of the fridge for a half hour before you even open it. Otherwise, you're just losing all those aromas and flavors that you would get. Because when it's too cold, you're just not going to get all that. And the flavor changes too. But as far as the score, guys, I think I'm going to go 98 plus. This beer is pretty damn awesome, guys. I think I'm going to go 98 plus. I really like this beer. Me personally, I would like a little bit more mouthfeel to it. I think it might just be a tiny bit too thin. But as I said, I do think that also sort of works for this beer so that it's just easier to drink. It's not like a huge chocolate milkshake or anything like that. But for my personal preference, I would like a little bit more mouthfeel, but that's just me. Other than that, this beer is pretty much perfect. Everything's in balance. It really is, and it's a beautiful, beautiful beer. Yep, so that's it, guys. 98 plus for me for the single shot, and please let me know what you guys think of this if you get to try it. I think it's pretty damn fantastic, and you know, another great offering in a can from Treehouse. Whenever they can stuff, a lot more people get to try it. So that's very, very cool. And hopefully I'm the first person to post this review because I just think the coffee milk connection to Rhode Island is pretty awesome that I get to talk about that for a second. And, you know, as far as it tasting exactly like coffee milk, I mean, it definitely tastes more like a mocha latte or something like that, but it's really, really cool. I mean, mixing double shot and mixing the That's What She Said milk stout together, that idea of it, they just nailed it. So guys, please let me know what you think of the single shot. I don't know if this is a beer that they're gonna rebrew on a regular basis or if this is a one-time thing. I could see this coming around, you know, every once in a while because they do double shot pretty frequently. Maybe, like I said, maybe once or twice a month. So this could be one that maybe they do in between some of the double shot batches just to mix things up a bit. But another brilliant beer from Nate and Brendan over there at Treehouse. I mean, the major difference between this and the double shot is obviously the sweetness that you get from the lactose, but it really works. And again, it just is like this super rich decadent latte that you would order at your local cafe. It's sort of sinful, but I think maybe what makes it less sinful is the mouthfeel is a little bit thinner. So maybe you don't feel as guilty. But yeah, guys, this is absolutely phenomenal. There's honestly absolutely nothing in this beer that lets you know that it's a beer. But really, when you're smelling and tasting this, all you're thinking of is like, ooh, like who made this? Like which roaster made this coffee? You're just thinking about like the flavors, the aroma. You're not thinking that this is a beer. There's absolutely nothing in this that reminds you of a beer, really. Except for maybe the carbonation. That's literally it. This thing is so well crafted. I mean, it's only 6.4%, I get that, but still, even at that, there's just nothing in this that tells you there's alcohol in this beer at all. It's crazy. All right, guys, until next time, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I really look forward to hearing your thoughts on the single shot. So until next time, guys, cheers, thanks.